What's good, everybody? Ash here again from CloserWorks, and in today's video I'm going to show you exactly how to finish the setup following the previous video that we made on GoHighLevel for setting up your campaigns for following up with your clients through CloserWorks using your voice AI agents. So if you're interested, let's jump into the video. Alright, here we are in one of the workflows. So let me actually show you which one of the workflows I'm going to be today explaining in today's video. So if you recall it from the previous video that we made, we were explaining the rest of the workflows on this folder called Voice AI, which pretty soon this is also going to be updated with a much simpler workflow, fully set up, ready for you guys to enjoy it. But just for process of learning it, and the whole reason is just for you guys to learn it and basically know how to do it yourself, so even you can come up with even better ideas from your own creativity. So without any waste of time, let's just dive into the whole thing. Actually, the other workflows that I was going to talk about in today's video are going to be the multi-step first AI caller assistant and also the first call of multi-step first AI caller assistant. Sorry for the really bad naming, but it's what it is. It's really self-explained. So let's just open these two. So actually, I've got them opened on my other tab. Okay, so first of all, if you open the first call of multi-step AI caller assistant workflow, you're going to face something similar to this. Basically, without all of these tags and also without all of these, you're going to basically see such workflow, something just like this part of this multi-step caller. But as you can see, I've already cleaned it out. I've done some changes already, and I want you to do the same. So basically, the first thing that you have to do is just to come over here, or even on the other workflow which already exists. You see these webhooks right here. For example, this one. It's just a little bit laggy for me. It's not zooming in, so just maybe give you 1 second to zoom it in. Sorry for that. All right, okay. So these webhook modules right here, you have to replace them with the new AI caller premium action on your workflow, just like this one. So you just come here. Actually, you just click on one of the plus signs. You search for AI call agent, and that's it. You select it. And if your account is already connected to your CloserX, then you should be able to select the campaign that you have already created and also connect it to your calendar. And also you can import custom variables, such as the ones that you create yourself, besides the general and basically generic information which the client already has with it. Okay, so that's it. And then I want you to basically copy it into the 5 different paths here, because I believe you're already having similar thing as this, just like this. So you're most likely gonna see something just like this with 5 different paths and 5 different webhooks in this workflow. But as you can see, I've deleted all of them. So all you just have to do is to basically copy and paste something like this, exactly like this workflow. You can also watch the workflow that is already existing on your account and just do the changes that is basically here. So you just have to replace the webhook with this AI caller, and then that should be it. And also, here's one other thing. This is additional information. You do not have to really listen to it. But here's the thing. If you really want to also add error handlings, so you don't want to miss all those calls that are failed in your pipeline, or maybe Twilio problems, Telnix problems. So for any random reason your courier is failed to call them, you can also set up additional error handlers, which are going to save the errored clients or leads in the pipeline, or actually in the workflow for later cases. So you don't have to listen to this part, like an extra 1 minute. But here's the thing. If you're also going to make that work, so what you have to do is basically, I'm going to go back to the previous sample, which is the old one, which you are seeing it on your screen on the first step of the AI caller workflow, not this one. So if you come here and open one of these, for example, the conditions, let's open up this. After the webhook, you're going to see a wait condition. So if you open this up, you're going to see that the condition of this wait is based on these two and is timing out after 3 minutes. So all you have to change here is to basically add another OR condition just like that. And here, what you're going to do is search for tags. You're going to select the tag, includes, dial failed, and that's it. That's the only thing. So you just have to do it for all of these branches, the same thing, right? Just like this, you click on save, and boom, you have it ready, and boom, you have it ready also here. So yeah, that's about it. If you're also looking for integrating the error handling, you have to do such a thing. So going back to this, I believe I've already done such a thing. So let me just double check so we make sure. Yep, as you can see, we've basically put this in a way. So actually I have to remove this. We don't need this one. And yep, so if the tag dial failed comes from CloserX, then what's going to happen next? The client is going to enter this route, and then it's you're going to receive an internal notification. It's going to wait for something around, I don't know, let's say 3 days, 4 days, doesn't really matter. 4 days if you have set here. And then it's going to remove the tag. So now here's the other thing that I just missed. Besides adding this new condition in the wait, you also have to basically clear tags. So after this module right here, after the update contact field, you have to add another one, which is tag, and you have to select remove contact tag, and you have to remove the failed tag, just like that, as simple as that. Because guess what's gonna happen? So let's say this client faced an error and gets tagged as a dial failed from CloserX, and then the next thing is that they're gonna enter this pipeline. They're gonna wait for 4 days until manual review or something else happens. And if not, after 4 days, the tag is going to get removed. It's going to wait a little bit of time, and then it's going to fall back into the loop until the failed dial is gone. So that's about it. And then that's the only thing. You just have to do this. The only changes you have to do is this one. You have to change the AI call agent. Actually, you have to change the webhook module to this AI call agent, premium action. And then the next thing is to just, which is an additional thing, you just have to tweak the condition for the wait module here, and also you have to add the tag removal for the failed dilation. And then you can just copy and paste it into all of the 5 different branches, because let's say you're gonna launch with 5 different phone numbers. So you select one phone number for each of these AI call agents, basically one different campaign on CloserX. So that's about it. That's the basically best way to do so. Now that we are done with this, I'm also going to move to the other workflow. So let's say the workflow is going to do follow-up. So the first call is going to happen. The client is not going to end up in error, but otherwise, what does that mean? It means that they're probably called. So we have 2 different scenarios now. Either they had a conversation or they didn't. So we basically have to either have to follow up or we have to stop following up. So in the next part of the video, I'm going to explain how to set up the follow-ups for your clients. So without wasting any more time, let's just see how the follow-ups work. Okay, here we are in the next part of the video explaining how to update the outcome of the client coming from CloserX, which I believe I told you previously on the previous video. I'm just trying to do a recall for you. So if you come here to your agent, let me just open a random agent right here. So we go to the agents, we go open up, let's say this one. Let's see if this one already has the post-call analysis. Okay, it doesn't. So let me actually bring one that it does have. Let's say you're looking for this one. This one makes sense if it does. Okay, this one also doesn't have it. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna open this one, for example. I'm gonna come to this the client agent. We're gonna go to the agent tab, open up your agent. I'm just doing for the purpose of recalling you guys. So here in the post call analysis tags, you should remember that we created an outcome, right? We switched it to enum, right? And then you created all of these, correct? So you're gonna select this, you're gonna save this basically, and just make sure you don't delete it. So do you remember after the call ends, this right here is basically gonna get updated according to what happened on the call. So if it was a voicemail, it's gonna end up in this. If it was a not pickup call, which is most likely inactivity, or someone picks it up but actually doesn't speak or anything, it's gonna get tagged as this. If someone randomly shuts the phone without showing their dissatisfaction, it's gonna tag them as warm not interested. Not interested is obvious. Same for this one, same for this one, and obviously same for this one. So they're going to get tagged accordingly. And now here's where the magic happens. You're going to come here to the same folder of workflows, and then you have to select the opportunity status changed workflow basically. So you have to come here and let's see what we can do. Okay, so you can see that this is updating your pipeline based on what happened on the call. But this is for one of the older versions of the caller. So here you see that the triggers are based on the change of this custom field. But we are not changing custom fields from CloserX. What we are changing is actually we are tagging the clients. So what you're going to do next is that you have to basically add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, you can add, doesn't really matter. Let me count it. So you can add the callback interested, AI follow-up should be fine. One not interested, not interested. That should be fine. I believe 5 different stuff. Yeah. So you can add 5 different tag as triggers, just like what I'm gonna do right now. So you just select it here, contact tag. Okay, so let's start with the not interested one. So instead of having the opportunity status changed to not interested, we're gonna get a new tag added to the client from CloserX. So if this tag is added, what was it? Not interested, right? Not interested with the underscore. Actually, I wanted to tell you the basically take care of this. So do not select this one. If this exists, actually you have to select the one with the underscore, because as you can also see, we have it with an underscore here. Not interested with the underscore, right? Okay, moving back to the other flow. Where was it? Okay, you have to select the not interested. So whenever this tag is added, it's exactly gonna do the same job as this one. So let me actually just change the name also. Not interested. Okay, I'm gonna change the name. I'm gonna save the workflow. So what I'm gonna do now is that let's see, where is this getting updated? So if a client enters this workflow through this trigger, which branch is the one for that client? So you see this is a not interested workflow, actually trigger. So the client is going here. So now that you have added the tag also as the trigger, you have to come here in the condition and also let the workflow to accept the tag. You have to select the or condition. You have to add another one. You have to select workflow trigger is the contact tag not interested, which is exactly this one. You have to save it, and then boom, the next time someone gets triggered from this, it's already gonna be triggering this branch. So that's it. And then it's gonna get removed from all of the workflows, so they don't get followed up because they were not interested. You're not gonna end up in trouble by calling not interested people, and then you're gonna update your pipeline, and also the field of number called, which is not necessary to know, is gonna get removed. So that's about it. We have to save it here. And now, exactly the same thing for all of them. For AI follow-up, you have to, actually for warm not interested, you have to add the warm not interested tag. For interested, you have to add the other tag. And also the same thing for all of them. But here's the thing, only watch out for the AI follow-up. For AI follow-up, you have to add 2 different tags. So one is gonna be the voicemail, and one is gonna be the not picked up tag. So if the tag voicemail is added, let me select it as voicemail, actually rename it, and also another one which is the tag of inactivity, or we don't need inactivity. Let's select not picked up, not pick up with the underscore. Keep that in mind. And that's it. Oh, actually, let me just rename it again. Okay, just like that. You save it here. You come to the AI follow-up branch, and basically you change the condition to add all of those 2 new triggers. Workflow trigger is voicemail, or workflow trigger is not pick up. That's it. You click save, boom, you have it already set up. Okay, now let's say you're gonna do follow-ups. So again, in the next couple of minutes of the video, I'm gonna explain how to basically let the follow-ups happen. This is only for updating your pipeline. So let's dive into the next part of the video. Okay, so here we are in the last part of the video, so you can actually do the follow-up calls using the automation. So I'm gonna be really fast and quick about this part. So basically what you have to do from this part is to for every branch that you're going to do follow-up, either for the AI follow-up, which are the voicemails and not picked up calls, or for the callback, or for the warm not interested people. If you want to do any type of follow-up calls for each of these basically leads, you have to select the actually add a new action. You have to select the math operation. You have to come here. You have to select the field right here. Then you have to select the custom field, and then you have to select the number called in the number format of this custom field. You have to select this, and then you have to just add one every time to this field. So that's about it. Okay, one additional quick note here. You may not have this field already into your account. If you don't have this, I'm gonna just show you how to do it. So you're gonna come here. Actually, let me just close this one. You're gonna come here to the main page. You're gonna scroll down on the bottom left corner. You have to select settings, and then you have to scroll down again. You have to select custom fields. It doesn't really matter what folder do you select. Doesn't really matter. I just came here to voice AI. So you select the add field on the top right corner. You select the number format as the value. You click next. You name it whatever you want. So I named it number called the num format, right? You don't really have to name it just like that. You have to just name it whatever thing you like. You don't change anything else. This has to be on contact, and then you click save, and that's it. You're gonna see this other field right here. So as you can see, you come here, select the field, and custom field, you select number, and then you add one every time the client goes to this branch. So you click on save. Actually, what is this? Okay, we don't want another one, I believe. It's asking me to select a field. Okay, that's about it. Update this field. I'm gonna add it and update this one. That's it. You have to do exact same thing. You click on save. And if you also want to do follow-up with the callback people or warm people, you just have to copy this whole thing and just paste it just right here. And that's about it. You click on save again. So here's the last thing you have to do. You go to the multi-step AI caller workflow. Not this one. I'm talking about the multi-step one, which we'll just get into it in a second. So you come back here to the workflow. You select the multi-step first AI caller assistant workflow, and then you have to select this. So basically, again, you have to change the triggers for this one because this is for the older version of our software. What you have to basically do is for all of these, you come here. Instead of having number called with the previous format, change to one, you have to select the other number call that we just created, the one that is actually in the number format. This one is not in the number format. This is a string. It's not a float. It's not an integer. If you're a little bit familiar with programming. So this is not an actual number format. The one that we just created is the number format. So you select it, has changed to, what was it? It was 2. So you save it, you do it for all of them. This one is 3. Instead of this one, you come here, you select for the one that we just created. It has changed to 3. That's it. Simple as that. And you do it for all of them. And here's the next move. That is actually the last move. So you come here also. Again, for all of these branches, which are based on conditions, you have to reselect the condition. For example, this one right here, you have to come here, open it up. You can see that the workflow, this branch is only letting the ones coming from the workflow trigger number called 1. So you have to make sure that such a thing exists, number called 1. Does it actually exist? Yes. So you save it. So actually, it looks like you don't even have to change the conditions if you do this correctly. So if you change this, only you change the filter from the previous number called to the new number called, then you should be fine. And that's about it. Just don't forget to change the webhooks and also the error handlings to the new software. You click save, boom, you should be ready to set up your next campaign and beat the shit out of your lead list until someone picks up and your calendar is filled up with appointments. That's about it, guys. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. In the next couple of videos, I'm going to break down more simple or actually simpler workflows set up for doing follow-ups and bigger campaigns and everything like that without having this much hassle. So that's about it. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to go to CloserX. It's in the link down below. You click on it on the top right corner. You should be able to get yourself a free trial account, and then you can try it out yourself. and we're ready to hear about you here in the company. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one. Peace out for now.